Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a what sold video. I have not done one of these videos yet because I don't sell a whole lot each time and I like to ship things out right away, like within a day of getting the sale. So typically I get maybe one, at most 3 sales I package up at a time. I think at the most that I've brought to the post office, because I do bring all my packages there at the moment because I like to get that receipt. I think the most I've ever brought on a Monday, so like weekend sales, is maybe 5, and I think I have 7, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have 7 today to bring to the post office from my weekend sales, so I'm excited. I know that may not sound like a lot to most people, but to me that is a successful weekend. That is the best sales weekend I've had so far, and yeah, to me that's progress. So I figured I would go ahead and share this with you, and maybe I'll just share you my process and how I do it. So let's get started. I'm going to turn you around. We're going to look at my laptop and we are going to find these items in my spreadsheet so that I can mark down on a little notepad where these items are located in my inventory, and then we can go pull them. Now, I understand that I could totally put the SKU number in the actual listing on Poshmark, and maybe I will transition to that, but right now, this is my process. Here's my spreadsheet, and I'm going to pull up Poshmark on my phone. My sold lists up here of what sold recently, and we are just gonna start from the bottom right here. So I already have it marked right here, so we are going to see where it is. So it is currently in G60, so I'm gonna write that down. Okay, so that's the first one. This one I also had marked already. And this one is, I know I could totally do a screen video thing, but this is just easier for me at the moment. It is A110. Back to the phone, Fitch jeans. And let's look for that one right here. Again, I had already marked these. Maybe I marked all of them already, I can't remember. This is E74. Next is these Zaya Active leggings. This is C67. These are the Hudson Nycros. I know I could totally filter this out, guys. Like, I could be doing this quicker. I really could. And this one is in F129. This is in F136. I think we have one more that just came in. This is just S6. I think I'm literally just gonna write down Vionic because I don't think I have more than one at the moment. I could be wrong. And I don't have those like in a specific bin or anything. I just pull them from the shelf. So I will show you that. Those are my sales. And let's get to pulling. You are gonna see my very not professional storage system here. I've got my bins here. I've got a couple of things hanging up there, and here are my shoes. To go up here, step back and show you the full effect here. So let's pull those shoes first. So right away, I see them right here, Vionics, and I'm going to pull these down. And I'm actually really excited that I sold a pair of shoes because, as you can see, I only had 1 extra spot, so now I have 2. I have more shoes to list, I just had nowhere to put them, so now I can list 2 pairs of shoes. So when I sell one, I can list one at the moment just because of my storage system. Alright, so let's put these down. Oh, I do want to mention, these laces are pretty bad, so I am gonna sneak these new laces in. They kind of go with the green on the shoes, so this vibrant green kind of, it might be a little more vibrant, but anyway, I'm going to stick them in there so that the person can use these laces if they would like. I did not, again, put that in the listing, so hopefully it's okay to add a little something extra in there. I haven't done that before, but I don't know, they can't be mad about that, right? I don't know. I hope not. We got the Vionics. Let's see what the easiest bin is to get to at the moment. And that's how we're gonna do this. Let's just start with G. So we have one in G, G60. Here's my G box. So I just had to go look up what the item is the Untuck It Navy Men's Button Up. So hopefully that'll help me locate it. Oh, it is at the very bottom. Okay. There we go. Untuck It 60. I just totally messed up this bin, but okay. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna set this aside. Close that up. We're gonna move this down. Next bin is F. So I believe I have two items from this. F129 and F136. So in here is the Hudson jeans and the ballerina sweater. So I believe these are the jeans. Yep, Hudson and 129. And then the next one is the ballerina sweater. So this one shouldn't be too hard to find. Here we go. 136. Now I have some room in there to actually put new stuff, so I'm excited about that too because my bins were basically completely full, so I was waiting to sell some things before I can put new items away into my inventory system. We can cross off the two F ones. So we have A, E, and C. E, and look for Abercrombie jeans. Okay, those are Bowden, those are J. Crew. Those are Hudson. I found them 74. These are the Abercrombie jeans. Put them in the pile here. C and A. So C is actually on top, but A is all the way at the bottom. So we'll do C first. C67 is those Zaya leggings. Yep. 67. Zaya leggings. I know that this could be so much easier, but this is just what I have to work with right now. Alright, so we did the C. I will cross that off in a second, but we need A110, which is all the way at the bottom, so do a little bit more shuffling. Okay, so in A, we are looking for that J. Crew dress. So let's see if we can easily find it. Yep, I think, is this it? I feel like this is it. What number were you looking for? 110. Yep, here we go. Alright, so now we have all of our items pulled. Let's go bring them into the room to package. You another maybe not so efficient system. This is just how I do it. It may change over time, but as of right now, this works for me. I do have this Dymo printer, which is so helpful. When I very first started doing this, I just used a regular printer, cut it out, and used tape to put the label on, and I did that for a little bit, but then once I made enough money to pay for this, I invested in this, and it is so much nicer, honestly. It really is. So I have it hooked up to my computer here. I have my email pulled up. I use my email to get all of the shipping labels from, and then I print it directly from there onto my Dymo. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to show you a whole lot of that process just because I don't want to show any personal information of anyone. So I'm going to set you maybe up here and maybe take you through me packaging everything. I'll probably start with the first item. We're just gonna go in order, that way I can keep track of everything. So we're gonna start with the Untuck It Men's. I am going to use a bubble mailer from USPS. This is their padded flat rate envelope. I like using these. These are one of my favorites to use for Poshmark. And then I am literally just trying to use these up at this point. This is like a plastic extra bag to put the item in because I do not ship out in these baggies because I reuse them. But I'm trying to just use these up because these suck. I'll eventually get new ones and hopefully those will be better. They rip if you put something too big in them, so I can literally only put a very small item in these. And at this point I do print each label separately on its own. I don't print them all at once. Maybe one day I'll get to that, but like I said, I usually don't have that many sales, so printing them one by one just helps me confirm that the right thing is going to the right person. This one is going to Massachusetts. Also, I do want to say that when I get comments from buyers who have purchased from me that they really enjoy their product or that they're very grateful for it, or they tell me that they've worn it or why they purchased it, it just warms my heart. Like, it just really just confirms like why I do this and the happiness that it brings me. It really just makes my entire day. Like, no joke, like when I get those comments, I know I'm not very good about replying to them because I don't know what to say other than like being mushy. It's just the best thing ever. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but I have gotten a few recently. Maybe one day I'll read some of them too, maybe not in today's video because there's so much going on and I have to get these shipped out. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. And I like to try and take it right out of the bag, right into wherever I'm putting it, because I don't want it to get dirty. Like, I don't want it to get any dog hair on it. I don't want it to get any dust or anything on it. So. Oh no, see, okay, it literally just ripped. This is why I hate these bags. So I'm gonna have to put it in this way, which is whatever, I guess. Actually, if you have any recommendations for these like little clear poly bags to put inside the mailers that are inexpensive, keep that in mind, but good quality, that aren't gonna rip on the seams, please let me know down below. I would really appreciate it. Now, before I put it in here, I like to stick on the label when it's flat. So we're gonna do that next. Now it is sealed and ready to go. Throw away the trash. And I'm going to collect all the bags together and put them in a spot to reuse. This J. Crew dress is going to Rhode Island. Sometimes I like to make sure that it actually fits in the bag before I put the label on, by the way. So I'm gonna try that first. Oh yeah, it'll fit. Like, if it's not a super flat item, I do like to check. Or if it's like a little bit bigger folded. The Abercrombie jeans are going to California. The Zaya leggings are going to South Dakota. Another bubble mailer and another plastic bag. I like to keep it nice and flat. I want to keep it as folded pretty as possible. That'll fit perfectly in there. The Hudson jeans are going to Michigan. I usually do try and make them as small as possible, so I try and fold it over as much as possible where it's not going to cover the label, and also it has a little bit of room here so that somebody can cut it open. I try. If I have a big item that it just barely fits, unfortunately that's how it is. Last clothing item is going to be the Storybook Knits ballerina sweater. I was trying to fold it all nicely so that it's pretty when you open it, but I think protection of the buttons, is a little more important. So that's what we're gonna do. So I apologize to whoever gets this, but I just feel that I wanna make sure they're not overlapping one another here. The protection of these buttons is vital. So there we go. I did rewrap that. That way the fragile buttons are on the inside and are cushioned. Okay, so I have multiple options here we're gonna attempt. So first is the bubble mailer. I have a feeling this isn't gonna fit. Nope, it's not. That's way too bulky. So unfortunately, we can't put it in the one that I would prefer. Second option is this one, but I just feel like there's not a whole lot of protection in this one. I don't know. For some reason, these are my least favorite, these tie-back ones. I know a lot of people love these, but for some reason, they make me nervous. I know they're supposed to be waterproof, but to me, I could just see the seams coming undone. So our next option is a box. And I'm just not sure what box to put it in. The medium flat rate box. We're just gonna see if that would fit. It looks like it would, so it looks like it would fit perfectly. And I don't like to make the box too big. I like to have as little wiggle room as possible. So we're gonna use this one, medium flat rate box. At the end, after I'm done putting everything together, I will be taping up the edges and the corners and all that, because I just don't want anything to get wet. Okay, so now that I got my box put together, I'm gonna take this, which I get from the dollar store, packing paper, and wrap up the sweater. Because I feel like this one should look nice. Plus, it was a full price purchase, so not that I package anything differently specifically because of that, but I wanna make sure that this is nice for them. Normally, if I'm putting something in a box, I do wanna put tissue paper in it. Just for me, I don't want to put something directly in the box, especially a clothing item. That's just my preference. Take 2 sheets and tape them together. Great. And we're gonna lay that on there. I'm gonna wrap it like a present. Ta-da! Okay, so there is a little bit of room, and me being who I am, I'm gonna go get some stuffing to stuff this. And no, I don't use that packing paper. I use other materials that I've gotten for free when we purchase things and get deliveries. So this is actually what I like to use, this brown paper, for this type of thing. And I will say that I am running out, I just realized. So I may have to find an alternative to this, but this one's gonna get it. Looks like that, and now I feel like it'll be pretty good and tight in here. Now it doesn't shake. This sweater is going to California. So another California one. All done. Lastly are the Vionic shoes. Now, I have a couple of options. I can use the box I literally just used, which is the medium flat rate, or I can use the actual shoe box, but I feel like the shoebox is too long. Oh yeah, we're not using the shoebox. We're gonna use the one we just used, and I feel like if I compare it to the thing I just put together, I'm thinking it should fit. I'm gonna show you how I do shoes. Normally, when I do a shoe, I will take these little air puffs, and I will take one off, and I will stuff it inside the shoe. That way it kind of holds its shape. I just feel like it makes it so much better because it's not gonna crush on itself. I don't know. I prefer packaging in that way. Put this down at the bottom so that if it gets cut into, the shoes don't get cut. Just like that. I wrap each shoe individually. I give each shoe one paper for the most part, unless for some reason I need more. I will angle it so there's a point here. And I usually put the bottom facing that point, and then I will wrap it over. Wrap it over, and then I'll fold in the sides, fold in the side, and continue wrapping. Like that, like a burrito. And then I'll tape it. Put it at an angle, put the sole towards me. I'm going to stick this right in here, right on top. Hey, it doesn't move around too much. Not maybe a little, but not too bad. And the shoes are going to Oklahoma. There are all my packages ready to go. Thanks for joining me on this pack with me, ship with me adventure today. I am just so excited and so grateful and blessed that I was able to have this many packages to ship out. And I don't know, it just warms my heart, makes me so happy and excited. I really have found passion in reselling, and it just makes me so excited, full of purpose that these things are going to new homes, people are going to love them and enjoy them, and I love that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye.